A somber funeral is held for a 17-year-old boy, his life cut tragically short. Mourners reflect on his frail health, remarking that his passing wasn't entirely unexpected. His favorite book about a slow life is placed with him, a final tribute to his passion. Loved ones gaze at the sky, wistfully hoping the fantasy worlds he cherished were real. The boy suddenly awakens, now with a halo, in a strange realm of broken pillars. He stands confused before a giant hourglass, trying to comprehend where he is. A magnificent winged figure appears, announcing this is the realm of reincarnation. The angelic being explains this is a gateway to new worlds, a concept the boy immediately recognizes. Surprised by his quick understanding, the angel asks if he was already aware of this. The boy breaks into a cold sweat, his intense reaction leaving the celestial guide utterly stunned. His terror melts into tears of pure joy, realizing his ultimate fantasy of being reincarnated is actually happening. The boy's ecstatic breakdown continues, leaving the magnificent angel completely stunned by his over the top reaction. Internally, the angel laments getting a loud one, while the boy celebrates.
A new school year begins, and Mochizuki steps into high school with a mix of nerves and curiosity. He scans the class list and finds his name under Class 2. He seems unfazed when he sees his friend is also in the same class. While exploring the campus together, a sudden buzz from a nearby crowd draws their attention. As they approach, a striking girl stands in the center of it all, effortlessly turning heads. Her presence is so captivating that Mochizuki's friend can't help but shout in awe. As she draws near, she calls out Mochizuki's name, much to his surprise. Her name is Kawaru, and she is Mochizuki's childhood friend. In the classroom, Kawaru introduces herself. She states she graduated from Sensuji Middle School, and her full name is Tsukimi Kawaru. She also reveals her fondness for Ian Ken. Mochizuki observes her intense softness. She was his childhood friend and also his first crush, but he lost contact with her when she moved away after elementary school. But back then, she was completely different. Perhaps he didn't know this, but he doesn't remember her being this beautiful. During the break, Mochizuki goes to the school room. He is still not sure how he feels being reunited with her. Although he's happy to see her, so much about her has changed. It's difficult to even be in the same classroom with her. Kawaru quietly sits beside her, echoes her sentiment. Mochizuki is shocked when he finally notices her. Kawaru lets out an odd laugh. She expresses her delight in seeing him, calling him by his childhood nickname, Jun. She gave it to him because he could jump very high as a kid. However, Mochizuki always found it a bit embarrassing. Perhaps because it's a reminder of how jumping was the only thing he was good at. And everything else, whether it was sprinting, dodgeball, or anything else, Kawaru always had him beat. She recalls how he was the only boy who played with her, while suddenly moving closer to him. Kawaru requests a little space, unable to move away. Kawaru strangely conveys that their past closeness makes this current closeness expected, and wonders whether he dislikes the present. Mochizuki hesitates, but she continues nonetheless. She confesses her preference for being close to him, as it makes her relax. Additionally, she mentions she can tell him better from his distance, trying very close to his face. Sweat beads on Mochizuki's face. He pushes back, asking her to stop. He advises her to be careful and quickly leaves. He recognizes her stunning beauty, but notes her continued lack of personal space. That night, Mochizuki walks through his house for her. He prepares for a bath, gazing at the full moon. His mother calls him for dinner. Under the full moon, Mochizuki recalls a childhood memory with Kawaru. One evening, he had asked her to return home as it was getting late, but she sat perched in a tree, refusing. She explained that it was the perfect time for beetles to appear, and eagerly disappeared into the shrubs in search of her. Despite his concern, Mochizuki always stayed behind, urging her to come home safely. She eventually jumped down and insisted that they head home without a drink. When he asked if she was okay, she simply nodded. On their walk back, without warning, she leaned in and bit his ear. Her sharp, wolf-like teeth startling him into a strange yell. Looking back, he realizes she was always unpredictable, unaware of personal space, and often full of surprises, especially her habit of biting. Kawaru's behavior greatly stresses Mochizuki. His friend notices this the next day and begins inquiring about his distress. Mochizuki remains silent. His friend asks what he is worried about Tsukimi Kawaru. Mochizuki denies any worry about her. His friend initially looks at Mochizuki jealously, then begins cursing him. He punches him in a fit of jealousy and rage. After that, he advises him to go and speak with him. Kawaru is playing baseball with her friends in the ground. Suddenly, she hits the baseball, which unfortunately strikes Mochizuki's face. He collapses in severe pain. She drops the bat and rushes towards her. Mochizuki's friend shrieks as she hit him in the face. Mochizuki tries to ease her by saying that it's not her fault, but his nose begins to bleed. Mochizuki presses on his nose and stops the bleeding while Kawaru insists on taking him over there to stop it. Inside the school, Mochizuki assures her he is fine, but Kawaru warns her not to let me near her nose bleed. Mochizuki affirms he can walk with her as long as he desires. She responds that his nose is bleeding excessively and she will not be disturbed. Suddenly, Mochizuki slips and falls. Kawaru quickly tries to place a cloth on him, but blood drips down her face. Then switches to looking at her. She feels a pulse in his chest. Mochizuki notices Kawaru's expression. Her breathing is heavy as she appears to be resisting, but she can no longer control herself. She lunges at Mochizuki like a wolf. He tries to make sense of the situation by pushing herself back, but she reacts strangely. Wolf ears emerge on her head, and her teeth appear like canines. She transforms into a wolf. Mochizuki is stunned. She moves forward, bites its neck, and sucks its blood. After a moment, Mochizuki falls back. Kawaru finally comes back to her senses and follows him. But Mochizuki is completely bewildered. She then attempts to run away, but Mochizuki quickly jumps and grabs her arm. Before reaching any legal consequences, she struggles to escape from her mother. She weeps bitterly over her behavior. She apologizes for her lack of control. Mochizuki asks what she did not remember and tells her to look into his eyes. She explains that they look so different. One day, instead of pushing Kawaru, she focused her attention on Mochizuki. She began to see him as food. She regained her senses and started enjoying the warmth and affection of her mother's soft touch. She discovers that her mother's heart is no longer on her embrace. A sudden sense of suspicion overwhelms Mochizuki. Kawaru quickly informs his mother that he is no longer her father. Mochizuki immediately decides to leave the house. He walks out of the door, closing the door behind his back as though to seal the door. Kawaru eventually returns home and asks if his father is home. Kawaru fears about her great love for her mother. She remarks that despite Kawaru's efforts, he still remains completely unavailable. The girl reveals that Kawaru must not have mentioned her. She is Utsu, Kawaru's older sister. Mochizuki states he has never heard of any sisters. Utsuru instead proposes a story. She narrates a tale of a man who transformed into a wolf on a full moon night and attacks his beloved, leading to his capture and hanging by villagers. Utsuru then poses a question about the villain in the story. Mochizuki responds that there is no villain, asserting that everyone acted according to their beliefs. Utsuru dismisses his answer as incorrect, stating that regardless of the circumstances, the wolf who failed to control its urges is always in the wrong. She explains that her family possesses the ability to transform into wolves, a power that unfortunately includes viewing humans as food, offering no positive aspects. Mochizuki, confused, asks for clarification. Utsuru adds that this is precisely why she hid her family information from him. Utsuru prompts Mochizuki to raise him as a child. Mochizuki looks at her in astonishment. Utsuru reveals that they isolated Kawaru from humans in an attempt to stop this behavior, but it appears to have been unsuccessful. Kawaru insisted on reuniting with Mochizuki, so they allowed her to enroll in high school as a test, the results of which are now evident. Utsuru then orders Kawaru to return home with her. Mochizuki, curious, inquires about their destination. Utsuru declares, "Anywhere that is not here." She further explains that when Kawaru transforms into a wolf, she can only revert to her human form after biting someone. She questions whether a girl like Kawaru can truly live among humans. With these words, she seizes Kawaru's arm and begins to drag her away. She asserts that this is a family matter, and outsiders should not interfere. But Kawaru isn't ready to leave. Tsuru expresses her exasperation, indicating they have indulged Kawaru enough, and she is in no position to refuse. She yells that Kawaru just killed a human and cannot escape her nature. Her wolf instincts have overcome her rationality. Bulging with anger, she emphasizes that humans do not bite other humans. She then tells Kawaru that she should understand this simple concept. Mochizuki looks at Utsuru oddly. Kawaru begins to sob, telling her sister she does not want to leave, especially now that they have finally reconnected. Utsuru replies that their situation will never work, and Kawaru has only herself to blame, as nothing can help her now. Mochizuki remembers how she said he was the only boy who played with her, and she prefers being close to him, finding it relaxing. Utsuru starts walking again, still holding Kawaru's arm. This time, Mochizuki stops them, and Utsuru asks him what he wants. Mochizuki states that Utsuru has misunderstood the situation. He loudly proclaims that he and Kawaru are dating, and she was simply kissing his neck. Both sisters are astonished. Utsuru, bewildered, questions his statement. Mochizuki asserts that he confessed to her yesterday, and they have been dating since then. Utsuru, still confused, asks why Kawaru would kiss him. Mochizuki replies that they are a couple and desire intimacy. Utsuru presses if Kawaru was kissing him, why did she bare her teeth? Mochizuki begins stammering, but Kawaru chips in, responding that she wanted to be a little rough. Utsuru challenges him to physically prove their relationship. Mochizuki attempts to answer, but Utsuru dismisses him, declaring that no one would want to date a wolf, calling it ridiculous. Kawaru bows her head. Mochizuki tells Utsuru that it is not her decision to make. He reveals he has had a crush on Kawaru since elementary school, and has never cared whether she was a wolf or a human. They always had fun together, and his emotions for her are entirely genuine. He declares his love for Kawaru, regardless of whether she is a werewolf or a human, affirming there is nothing wrong with it. Utsuru looks at Mochizuki strangely, still not convinced. Mochizuki wonders what they can do to prove their relationship, and then Kawaru steps forward and kisses Mochizuki's cheek. Both Utsuru and Mochizuki are flabbergasted. Kawaru asks Utsuru if this is sufficient proof. Utsuru appears exhausted. She has nothing left to say and claims that they are not done with this yet. For the time being, she will accept them, but she also forbids them from kissing, as she will be watching. Utsuru then runs away. Mochizuki and Kawaru sit down. Mochizuki smiles awkwardly as he tries to understand everything that has happened. Initially, he was filled with joy at reuniting with his childhood friend, who had become even cuter. He also discovered that Kawaru is a wolf, and her sister will be monitoring. Considering Utsuru's presence, Mochizuki contemplates how his high school life will go. A new day finally dawns. Mochizuki reflects on his childhood friendship with Tsukumi Kawaru. Their paths diverged when she transferred schools in elementary school, only to miraculously start again in high school. He now knows she is a wolf, but this fact hasn't truly impacted their daily lives. She doesn't transform into a wolf without reason. If they are careful, she should transform often. Suddenly, Mochizuki's friend hands him the roll call sheet. As Mochizuki passes it forward, his finger gets cut. Kawaru's forward seems to awake, her mouth waters at the sight of the blood. After class, Kawaru apologizes to Mochizuki for her behavior. Mochizuki mentions he has put a bandage on his finger. Kawaru notes his thoughtfulness in leaving the class. Mochizuki explains that the frightening expression it has happened before. She touches or even smells blood as wolf instincts act. Mochizuki questions if she is a wolf or her sister. She confirms this, adding that everyone in her family except her mother can transform into a wolf. Mochizuki asks if her mother is human. Kawaru explains that this is why everyone expected her to have less wolf blood, but here we are. They climb the stairs to the rooftop since he doesn't want to be heard talk about the secret. Mochizuki opens the rooftop door, stating that overthinking won't help. As Mochizuki opens the door, 3 rascals ambush him. They grab Mochizuki and drag him down the stairs. He asks them why they are attacking him. They mumble that they need him. One of the guys grabbed his collar, stating it took ages to find him, and demanding clear answers. Mochizuki. Finally, they begin their interrogation. They want to know about his relationship with Kawaru. Mochizuki initially remains silent, but then inquires about the purpose of their questions. They declare themselves huge fans of Kawaru. All of them desire contact with their angels, and Mochizuki has effortlessly become close. Scumbag demands his hand, asking if he is Kawaru's boyfriend. Mochizuki challenges them, asking if they are something. Another boy mutters that Mochizuki is inviting trouble. One boy waves Mochizuki's collar, warning him to kill him, even if he isn't Kawaru's boyfriend. He will be dead if he gets too close. They will beat him until blood spurts out. Mochizuki asserts that they have not been really close, have not done anything. He maintains their relationship as normal. The boy yells that there is nothing normal about them. Mochizuki explains they are just childhood friends who met in elementary school. Meanwhile, Kawaru. He inquires about Mochizuki's well-being, having witnessed his abduction. She scolds them for their actions. The boys are amazed by her beauty. Mochizuki is suddenly reminded about her past behavior. She lunges at them, but Mochizuki restrains her. He puts his head closer, assuring her he is perfectly fine and that this is just another joke among them. He questions his actions with her. He politely tells her that her wolf ears were about to appear. He places a hand on Kawaru's head and leads her aside. The boys behind him whisper that Mochizuki is close to her. He is practically her boyfriend. One of them complains that Mochizuki yells at him, implying he cannot marry her. Mochizuki takes him to the stairs where they can have privacy. He tells Kawaru that her ears are out fairly soft. He wonders why that is the case as he is complaining. Upon closer inspection, the bandage on his finger is gone, causing Kawaru's ears to going back. They both sit on the stairs. Mochizuki finds the situation surprisingly difficult. Kawaru explains that she just needed to avoid looking at blood, but still failed. Mochizuki remarks that she was truly terrifying, reminding him of romance. She always intervened if he was moving, even taking down guys taller than her. She looked so cool then. Mochizuki laughingly notes that she made the same face just now, but he is fine now and no longer weak. Mochizuki considers that it seems natural for her. Kawaru always did rescue him out. Although her outward appearance has changed, she is still the same person as before. Kawaru has always ready to seek revenge, always promising to protect him. She even poses the same way, but with more femininity. This makes Mochizuki believe that both her actions and thoughts have changed. He feels it's all over her. She's so too adorable and cute for him to hang out with. Mochizuki urges her not to push herself and states he will try his best. After 10 minutes, Mochizuki's ears still do not disappear. They are both working. Mochizuki mentions he thought they would go away with time, but it's not that simple. After a pause, Mochizuki recalls her previous statement about turning back if she bit him. She confirms saying it, but clarifies that it's not exactly how it works. The key is desire. In her case, her ears will disappear if she can satisfy her hunger. Mochizuki offers her something to chew, but she replies it is not that kind of hunger. He then offers her yakisoba bread, but she explains the issue is not that type of food. She has a hunger for humans. Simply, she needs human blood to satisfy her hunger. Mochizuki understands the situation and extends his hand towards her, feeling very shy. He asks if she wants his finger. Kawaru confirms. He again mentions it won't look.
you please not? Like, ah! That hurt. You're kidding me? Chat, am I goaded? Chat, am I actually like low key goaded? Chat, am I low key goaded? Chat, am I actually low key good? Let's see. Let's see. I was just checking up on one brother. Oh yeah. Oh man, let's do that. Man, I was just playing with that last one. Man.